All right, Red Hawk fans, it's that time of the year again. Bowl season finally upon us, the best time of the year. I'm very glad to be joined by Kym Adair, the executive director of the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Kym, first of all, just thank you for taking time to talk to me today. I'd imagine this is a very rewarding but very busy time of the year for you.
It sure is, but we're having a lot of fun getting ready for the bowl next week.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun time for sure. Kim, I've always wondered to start things off just like the protocol for selecting teams for the bowl game. I mean, I remember when I was younger, it was like a set thing, like the first team in whatever conference would go to a certain bowl game, second would go somewhere else, third, and then so on and so on. But obviously, the landscape of college football has changed quite a bit. So just take me through what that process is like and how chaotic is that time frame in selecting the teams.
It can be very chaotic. Thankfully, this year it was less chaotic than previous years. Knock on wood. Hopefully, it won't be chaotic again in the future. But, we really were looking at Miami from very early on in the season, watching their success on the field. You guys have a great athletic director and David Saylor who reaches out to me two or three times during the fall, saying, I hope you're watching our Red Hawks. We would really, really love to come to Arizona if the opportunity is available. And so as we were watching your success on the field, we knew that you were definitely, one of the top teams to be selected to the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. And we have the second pick in the Mid-American Conference, and we have the second pick in the Mountain West Conference. So typically the champions are selected and to another bowl, and then we get to pick whatever team we want next. And it doesn't have to be the, conference championship non-winner. Let's say it that way. It can be any team that we feel like is going to be a good matchup for the Mountain West team that we select.
Was there any further complications because of Boise State being invited into the college football playoff, or is that just kind of expected?
You know, as we were watching this season unfold, towards the end of that season, we could tell that Boise State was likely going to get that bid, either as an auto bid or an at-large bid. And so we knew then, the next in line would go to the LA Bowl, and that happened to be UNLV, who won yesterday in the LA
Hmm.
Bowl. And then we knew that the next option was for us to pick, and we were very excited to get Colorado State. They're a great team. Their coach had been here before as the head coach of Nevada, and we were really excited to be able to pick them up.
Yeah, you mentioned the success that Colorado State has had this season. Head coach Jay Norvell, you mentioned his time at Nevada, so very familiar with your bowl game. What's something that Red Hawks fans can expect from a pretty good Colorado State team?
Yeah, I mean they're in a transition period. Jay's been there a couple of years. He's building a really, really solid program there. I mean, they on any given day they could have beaten UNLV. I think they had that strength of a strength on their team to do that. So they're gonna be a really good competitor, but Miami shows up, man. I can't wait to see this game on the field with the two teams going toe to toe. We have a reputation of delivering great matchups, typically in the top 10 of all bowls every year for our matchup. They go into overtime, sometimes double overtime or last second scoring to win. So we expect something similar. We don't think that this is going to be a blowout either way. We think this is going to be a very competitive matchup.
Yeah, I know odds makers would certainly agree with that. Miami currently a 3-point favorite, so yeah, as you mentioned, should be a very competitive game. You mentioned some of the past games being very competitive. I also know of the Arizona Bowl as a very unique bowl game just because of the collaborations that you've had. Obviously, in the past, they've worked with Barstool Sports where they would stream it on Barstool and have their personalities announcing the game. And last year, those personalities announcing on the CW, so nationally televised game. But this year's different. Now the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. First, Kim, I just wanted to ask, how did this collaboration sponsorship come to be?
Yeah, Barstool, who are terrific partners for us, their business model changed a little bit. The gaming money kind of was pulled out of Barstool, and so it changed things. And they told us before last year's game that they likely wouldn't be able to come back as the title sponsor and gave us a long runway to go identify a new sponsor. And there are consultants in this space that help people like us find title sponsors. And we reached out to our consultants at Playfly, and on my original call with them to start talking about this, someone on the team said, "Would you be interested in a celebrity?" And I said, "Absolutely. Who do you have in mind?" And he said, "I know someone in the Snoop team." And I said, "Get me on the phone with Snoop." And I didn't talk to Snoop directly, but I talked to his top advisors, and his, people running his brand. They loved it. They came to the game last year, experienced it, thought it was a really first class event, and wanted to be a part of it. And so we were really excited about that partnership. And then along came Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop, which is the first alcoholic beverage to be allowed as a presenting sponsor of a bowl game. And it's been a fabulous collaboration ever since then.
What are some things that fans can expect to see from the DO Double G himself throughout the game, either pregame festivities or during the game?
Yeah, so I would just say that there's going to be a lot of surprises. Snoop is going to be here. I think we got a snapshot of what we can expect to see from Snoop if you looked at what he did at the Olympics. That's what we're going to see here for our game. We've got a fantastic tailgate before the game, which is open to the public. It really gets everybody juiced up for the big game. Um, and for your fans out there, it's going to be right now, it's expected to be somewhere between 68 degrees and 70 degrees here for the game. So I don't know what it's like there right now, Brian, but it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful week here in Southern Arizona. And we hope that your fans come out and root for Miami.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's right around freezing right now. So
Oh,
actually
that
a
stinks.
little warmer than it has been in recent weeks, actually. A little bit of a hot streak coming through Southwest Ohio right now, thankfully. There's no rain in the forecast, is there?
Nope, no rain.
Okay, that's good because I know our Red Hawks fans remember the Cure Bowl last year, the absolute monsoon that game
Oh.
became. As far as ticket allotment goes, I'd imagine Colorado State would be very strong there. I expect a lot of Rams fans to show up for that one just based on location. What is that situation looking like?
Yeah, they are really buying up a lot of our tickets. Their entire east side of the stadium is sold out at this point. And
Wow.
so now they're moving over to Miami side. So we need some more Miami fans to be there and show up and root for your team and give those Colorado State fans a run for their money. Yeah, so I think we're down to our last couple of thousand tickets at this point. So ticket sales are going really well. I think the combination of the great matchup along with Snoop's presentation at the game is really igniting a lot of excitement around it. And so we expect a very full stadium come December 28th.
Absolutely. That's definitely great to hear. Miami fans, hopefully they step up, go to a warm environment to watch their Red Hawks play. Another thing, Kim, that I noticed about your bowl game is that all of the net proceeds go to charitable causes in the Arizona area. How long has that been going on, and what are some of the charities that you all support?
Yeah, so that has been our mission since day one. We're a bowl game the way bowl games used to be. We're completely operated by our community. We're a 501(c)(3), and all of our net proceeds go back to local charities. And so we determine the charities after the game. We find out how much money we have to donate, and then we bring in applications from charities across Arizona and then really look at the need. And so we've funded over $5 million in charitable grants, and those have gone to big big organizations like the Boys and Girls Clubs of Tucson and Humane Society to small organizations that are helping cancer patients on the Indian reservations, and so we've got a lot of really great charities here that are doing really fantastic work, and we just want to be able to fund as many of them as we can, and we can only do that through ticket sales.
Yeah, absolutely. Just another reason to go for fans or not even fans of either team. If you're just in the area, it'd be a great time to show up. How many charities do you guys usually support on average from year to year?
It's 15 to 20 typically. Yeah. This year might be more if we sell more tickets.
Okay, well, that's definitely Great to hear. Kim, thank you for taking time out of your day to meet with me today. I know it's a very busy time of year for you. How could Red Hawk fans find tickets? And if they're not able to go, when is the game and how would they be able to watch?
Yeah, the game is on December 28th at 2:30 Mountain Time, Mountain Standard Time. You can watch it on the CW if you can't get to Tucson. If you want to buy tickets, you can go to our website, thearizonabowl.com, or through SeatGeek.com, who's our ticket partner.
All right, the ArizonaBowl.com or SeatGeek for those Miami fans wishing to travel. Once again, Kim, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with me today. Hopefully, you have a very busy but very rewarding week ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.